So learning the art of distraction is a really important skill to go into birth with. Now, a lot of women do feel overwhelmed or a fear of pain when we're talking about birth. Now, the brain and the way that the brain and the body connect is just so amazing, so interesting, and techniques to help with, I guess, the distraction or where your sensation or where your brain is focusing is what you can do in birth or skills to help you through that labor process. Now, the art of distraction is focusing on other parts of the body that are not affected by your labor. So your abdominal region, your back, and all of this area is where the intense sensation is going to be during your labor, during your contractions, okay? And just remember that with our contractions, they go up and then they go back down. So it's not like you're going to experience that intense sensation the entire time. So what we want to focus on is when our contraction is increasing, the intensity is increasing, is to focus our mind elsewhere. And that's where visualizations can come in, focus on your breath can come in, but also focusing on other parts of your body, such as your hands. So your hands or your feet are a really good place to bring your focus. It might be that you have some balls, they might be spiky, they might not be, and you can work with squeezing, banging the balls, focusing on the balls, and just being aware of your touch and your sensation to these. With your feet, that's where you can work with having bare feet and the cold sensation of your feet stamping on the ground. It might seem very weird, but it's just a way to use your mind in a different way, focusing it elsewhere. I had a massage just last week, and there was a point where it was really quite intense on my glutes. They were getting really tight, and so I practiced this technique. I actually just used my hand and I went like this. Now I focus purely on the sensation of my thumb rubbing against my index finger, and I just focus completely on that to the point where the discomfort or the intensity that I was experiencing drifted away. So my mind was focused on something else. And it might not be that that small movement is enough for you in your labor. And that's where that focus on the banging, the squeezing, those sort of things that are going to help you. Now, my only suggestion with this is don't go too hard. Don't exert your energy too much in these practices that then you run out of energy for your labor. So particularly early on, start with just small movements, small exertion of your energy, and then when the intensity increases is where you can increase, obviously, your distraction if you need. The TENS machine, if you haven't investigated this is such a good tool to use, and it's the same thing. It's that distraction, or it's disconnecting your brain to that area where you're getting that intensity. Okay, so just another skill that you can use to distract rather than bring your awareness to that intensity. Hopefully that helps. For more videos just like this, visit productive.com.